So I am the operations manager for Walker Lane Private Wealth. We are traditional advisory setup. We now have a good few advisors together. There are 3 companies that have actually merged together, and we work under the dealer group Walker Lane. So our dealer group offers a power planning and a back office service, which is kind of my main area. And along with that comes kind of a lot of responsibility of growing the team. So right now, I think we've got about 5 VA Platinum team members. And I think we've got quite a few more planned for next year too. A bit of online research, and then I work really closely with our CRM provider, Work Sorted. And when I called the guys down there, I was like, guys, have you got any recommendations, or who do your other companies use? And VA Platinum was the first one that they came up with. So I reached out and had a couple of meetings with my business development manager, Shirley. And I don't know, it just clicked. It felt right. I, of course, did a bit of looking around in the market as well, but I don't know, it just, I don't know, it just feels like it was a good fit for us. So yeah, here we are. No, it hasn't. It's been a great experience from the start. What I really liked is that you guys were so on the ball. Shirley, you really identified that I was run off my feet. I was very time poor, and you really took the hard work out of finding someone for us. I didn't have to go through questions and questions and questions about what jobs they'll be doing or what type of person. I pretty much gave you a detailed talk about what we need, and over talking, you guys just picked up exactly what we were looking for. What was really good was that you actually recommended some of the graduates from the academy, and our first VA Platinum girl was from the academy, and she's fantastic. She's a natural. She's absolutely awesome. And I wouldn't have thought about using the grads from the academy if you hadn't have mentioned it. So yeah, that was where we started. We have another couple of grads. We've got a client service officer as well. And that's worked out good. The entire process for each person's great. So I can't complain. We had one that didn't work out, but that was due to external factors, and the quick turnaround time and support that you guys gave us to replace that person was incredible. Within 2 weeks, we had another person ready to roll, and they're fantastic. They've absolutely just impressed us nonstop. So going back to the question, yes, it's been a great experience from start up until now. And so long as we keep this kind of high touch relationship, I think it's going to keep being a great partnership. I was burning out big time. I was working very long hours just to get through the week and get the most important things done. I was also having to go back into implementation and support with the team. It was just, it was hard. So the fact that all of us were working at more than 100% capacity for over a year, and then also kind of me working too long, and it was just, it needed to happen. And perhaps we were 6 months too late in getting support, but it was, I think timing has also made the relationship where we are now. I think that's what's also helped us get to where we are, and have this kind of great team dynamic between not just our VA Platinum guys, but also your team as well. Like, I speak with Jonah, our coach, almost every other day. So having you guys manage over there helps me reduce my hours, and we're reducing everyone's capacity. So it's definitely overcome that initial need of, oh God, we're overworked, we have too much, it's piling up, we need to attack it. It's solved that from us. And now all I'm doing is the training. I've got more time. It's good. It's really good. So we definitely solved that problem. Obviously, we solve one problem and another 10 pop up, but it is purely down to relationships. I have a background in sales, and my most successful sales have always been from um, from good relationships. And again, working with you, Shirley, has just made my life a lot easier. It feels natural. Um, I feel like we could meet for a coffee now and it'd be kind of like we've known each other for years, and you've really delivered on what you've said. So, there's a lot of people out there who can promise the world, and you don't get that. So what happened was that we had a couple of meetings. I explained what I was looking for. Then we decided on getting a graduate from the VA Platinum Academy. And so we had a couple of interviews from the latest batch of graduates, and we met two wonderful young ladies, and one was just a winner. I don't know, from the first moment of talking to her, it was like, yeah, this is her. You just had a good feeling. And 6 months later, she is an absolute superstar. And sure, we've put a lot of time and effort into training her, but also VA Platinum, like, you guys have found as someone who is enthusiastic to learn. And all of them are enthusiastic to learn, which, like, my dad's always said to me, you can't buy enthusiasm, and you really can't. These guys are they're just really great to work with. So it's all about, if they've got a thirst to learn as well, then we want to support that. And so, they're all thinking for themselves now. None of them follow steps. They all understand their processes. And so we couldn't have done that without VA Platinum finding the right type of fit for us. And we also couldn't have done that without the fortnightly coaching calls where we all check in together and we bring up any issues or highlights of the last fortnight. And having that platform to speak openly and honestly, and have VA Platinum to support us as well as support our team member, is a really healthy blend where no one feels uncomfortable, and we can bring up topics that might usually be a bit awkward for me to deal with on my own with our overseas team members. So yeah, just being a bit more hands-on is really helpful. Don't get me wrong, I would love to be in the office over there with the team. They wouldn't get any work done at all because I'd be chatting away to them, but I'm not there. If you are in an office, you still need that closeness, that support of a manager. And our manager over there, our coach, Jonah, is fantastic. She's really supporting our team, and it takes that pressure off me. And I see that, they sent me a picture of themselves for Halloween, all dressed up as Harry Potters, and it's fantastic. So, being a part of VA Platinum's fun times with our team members, as well as VA Platinum supporting us with some of the trickier conversations, has really made it quite easy for me, and it has exceeded my expectation. And I think a lot of people mess up this step, and it is understanding how you want to manage that person. So first and foremost, if somebody wants to hire an overseas resource, I say go for it. We've had much better experience with an overseas resource than Australian resources. So be brave and try it, but definitely check out kind of your own management style. Are you expecting this person to think for themselves and just know what to do? Are you expecting them to be micromanaged? Like, how do you manage people? I'm someone who's very hands off, and I like to train my team up to knowing what they need to do. So don't get me wrong, I always know what's going on across the team. I know what work's happening, but I train them to be able to do a process from start to finish. They're trained on how to communicate properly with clients in our style. So we aren't super formal. We're quite informal, more of an approachable, friendly style. And I like them to have that as well. But it's, I was never going to be someone who could manage someone who just follows steps and then is done. I'm always going to need a team where, okay, I train them up. They know what they're doing. They know how to report. They know how to prioritize their day. They know how to put certain fires out, and they know when to ask for help when they need it. So we're all self-starters, and our team environment works really well because we're all very much so the same. I don't have anyone sat around waiting for me to give them the next step. They're really, really kind of like, okay, what else is in the list? Let's go do it. And even let's say if they've done all their jobs, supported the like advisors as much as possible, then they get on with writing or updating, streamlining our what do you call them?
System document?
Yeah,
System
our
document?
process doc. Yeah. So yeah, they're really, really good. But again, if you're someone who likes to kind of just have someone follow steps and tick off boxes, then that's what you need to say. I need someone who can come to work and they can just get their list of to-dos. They know the exact steps of these processes, and that's what they do. That's what I would say is probably the biggest tip, because otherwise, it's not helpful for me to have someone who can only do tick boxes and following steps. So yeah, I'd really recommend looking at your own management style. And the other tip would be, obviously once everyone's onboarded, but it's to make things fun. Get to know your team or your person. We do motivation Mondays where the guys need to share a highlight of last week, or give a motivational quote, or share a song of the day. That's a quick 15-20 minute check-in on a Monday. And then we do Power Tuesdays where, I'm encouraging independent working. So everyone has a certain number of jobs and they've got to focus in. And yeah, if everyone achieves it, then they get off work a bit early on Friday. None of us have achieved our goals yet. We're all very ambitious. And then Fridays, we have Game Fridays. And, we're across all different ages, but we all get involved. And it's just become a very nice community. So my team they're all funny. They're so we are nonstop laughing. And so my second tip would be definitely get to know them, make it fun, make it enjoyable. And yeah, enjoy time. I mean, we have to work, we have to pay bills, so why not make it fun? We need more. So we definitely already have one in the pipeline. We certainly need para planning support. So hopefully by the end of January, we're going to have somebody sorted out. Is that right, Shirley?
Yes, on their way. We're busy looking.
So yeah, but Walker Lane's plans as the dealer group is to obviously get more advisors on board, and as Walker Lane grows as the dealer group, our back office and para planning services are going to be offered as well. So having people ready to roll, trained up to support advisors is where we're going to be. So we're definitely growing. We're definitely going to have, I'm probably guessing about 10 by next year, at least. So it's going to be a wild ride. It's going to be good. I can't wait to have more people to do Friday games with. I already have. Like, yeah, no, I chat a lot and speak to a lot of different practice managers. I also speak with our technology providers quite a bit, and I've already mentioned you guys several times. So yeah, I sing your praises. It's been a great experience, and yeah, go. I think you guys are great.